Recently, I have this opportunity and I called you and I told you about it. And you were just like, okay.
I pray that a friendship like B. Simone and her best friend never finds me.
B. Simone, B. Simone, B. Simone. I think B. Simone is that jealous friend that doesn't want people around her and her friends to succeed. Let's talk about it. Hey people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So B. Simone is out here on this same podcast, guys. Yes, that same podcast where a friend told B. Simone of her she was broke, she could not pay her car loan, her car was repossessed, how she was on food stamp. That same podcast. And this same podcast, I feel like B. Simone is just exposing herself even more and more. And one of the conversation they were having was how B. Simone friend was telling B. Simone how she called B. Simone to tell B. Simone about an opportunity she got. And B. Simone response was very cold, and B. Simone called back on like, I don't know why I feel this way, but I just feel it's not right. My feeling is not right. And she was like, are you jealous? And B. Simone was like, no, I'm not jealous. I just want us to win together or to do it together. And this has really struck a conversation if B. Simone is a jealous friend or not. And also on another clip, B. Simone also went on to talk about how if you're working with her or you're a friend, you're working with her, she believes that we should just focus on what they are doing, which is our purpose, our dream, and none of their dream, I'm paraphrasing, really matters. And this has really struck more conversation of the type of friend that B. Simone has been so far to herself, to her friends, and all that. So let's go check out these two clips, people respond to it, and then we'll come back and talk. And you go down in the comment section, let me know what you think down in the comment section.
Recently, I have this opportunity and I called you and I told you about it. And you were just like, okay. And you called me back.
I called her right back, y'all. I was
And
so
you were
convicted.
like-
I was so convicted.
You were like, I didn't like how I felt when you told me that. And I was like, what do you mean? You were like, I don't know what it is. I'm talking this out in real time. But whatever it is, I don't like what I felt. And I said, did you feel jealous? And you were like, I don't think I feel jealous.
Because we went through all the emotions. She's like, are you angry? Are you sad? Are you jealous? I was like, I'm not jealous because I don't want what you have. I'm sad and I'm angry and I'm upset that I'm not doing it with me.
Yeah.
Like, we're not working together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that. Y'all, let me tell you something. Anybody that's in my circle, I want to work with you. I want to put you on. I'm putting you in position. I like doing it together.
You do.
How can we do this together? How can we make money together? How can we build together? How can we grow together? How can we all pitch in together? How can we be millionaires I want to do it together.
Yeah.
And there was a point in my life where I had that and it was crumbled. So I feel like since that has ended, that season, I've always yearned for it again. But it's just been a season of solitude for 2 damn years.
Maybe the longest season ever.
The longest season ever.
Yeah.
And I know that's what it was. But I was so convicted. I called you right back. I was like, that's not right.
Yeah.
Like, your friend, she just told me she was doing something so bomb.
Yeah.
So great. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I was like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
This has to
Like
get
how
out of
you
my heart.
felt, for sure.
Like, what?
But if we just did that, nobody's looking for the perfect friend.
Man.
I just want my friends to be aware
And honest.
and honest.
Wow.
I'm okay if you feel a little jealous.
Address it and fix it. So if you know your long-term goal is for you to be a CEO and have your own podcast and be a superstar, I need to know that day one.
For sure.
I don't want anybody. I mean, we talked about like the team thing. I'm really big on this team right now.
You
Like,
are,
team.
Yeah.
I've gotten to the point where it's like, okay, if you're here for a year, that's fine. But in this,
And every time you say team, I get it.
I know, because it's trauma. But in this,
No, I don't think it's trauma.
what do you think it is?
I think that right now, I don't even know if you're supposed to be focused on that.
No, I feel like I am.
That?
I feel like it's all coming together too. I feel like it's in such a good space.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe mine is trauma.
Yeah. I'm like, ugh. Pray about it, think about
Yeah,
it,
sure.
and then come back to me. But the team, I'm like, I used to be real big on like, you need to be with me for 10 years and build this and build. Well, I told you that. I was like, why doesn't people stay and just build the legacy and I could just make millionaires? Like what Tyler Perry's doing.
Literally.
You don't need to go make another Tyler Perry Studios.
Yeah.
Help
I'm
him.
giving it to you. Yes.
Like, I am trying to find that, but I also understand there's other leaders out there. There's other CEOs. There's other women with vision and their own purpose, right? I just, if you're going to be with me for a year, in that year, the vision is LTTA. The vision can't be whatever the fuck you're trying to do, excuse my language, Lord, off to the side. Like, do it after that year then. I want people around because I'm tired of starting over.
But see, that's why I think the conversation of team is premature.
But why?
Because I don't really think you feel like that.
What do you think I feel like?
I think you want us here longer than a year.
I do. Right. I do. But I'm okay.
No, you're not.
No, I am. I swear I am. If we know the intent. If we know you're going to be here for a year and you can be an asset for that year, and we make the strategy, we make the exit plan, you can pass the torch to the next person, I'm okay with that.
You just don't want to be left high and dry.
That's it.
Got it.
I don't want to be left high and dry.
Okay, y'all, I want to speak on this because I keep saying that. B. Simone just gives me weird vibes. How do you feel some type of way because your friend got an opportunity and you weren't included in that opportunity? We are grown as hell. It's enough money to go around for everybody. She can make money without you. Y'all don't have to make money together all the time. You're supposed to support your friend no matter what the situation is. I'm confused.
For the past 24 hours, anything I've seen that has shocked me, all I say is, Jesus. And honestly, B. Simone, the clips I've seen, I just knew when her friend was telling her, you know, how she was just down and about this past year, B. Simone had no clue. Like, that had to be the first time she was finding out the information. And then I saw the other clip where her friend apparently had called her about some good news, and B. Simone didn't like the way she felt, so she called her back and was like, she feels some type of way because she's not the one doing it with her. And I was like, okay, these are all like rage baiting. Okay, let me go watch the real podcast, because that's what I like to do. We get on social media, y'all, you know, people clip the clips in a certain way so we can get upset. I went to go watch the podcast. And then I saw the one with they walked into Bloomingdale's and she had to go to H&M. Her finances. I said, okay, so the clip, they weren't even clipping it wrong. Like, okay, all right.
I mean, we talked about like the team thing. I'm really big on this team right now. Like, I used to be real big on like, you need to be with me for 10 years and build this and build. Well, I told you that. I was like, why doesn't people stay and just build the legacy and I could just make millionaires? If you're going to be with me for a year, in that year, the vision is LTTA. The vision can't be whatever you're trying to do off to the side.
B. Simone believes that what she's working on should be the biggest thing in her life and in the lives of everyone around her, including her friends. She wants everyone to put on hold their own dreams or sacrifice their own dreams in order to help her fulfill and pursue hers. In the previous part of this interview, the friend talks about how she watched B. Simone bless all these other people, pay people's rent, pay people's mortgage, help people with their student loans, pay out people's cars, all while she was broke, on food stamps, losing her car, talking about how B. Simone didn't help her, but how she grew from that. But now that girl has got her own opportunities and is forging her own way. Now you want to talk about how you can make her a millionaire? Where was this energy when that girl needed it? Because if you believe in her now, why didn't you believe in her then? The hubris, the self-aggrandizing, to believe that what you're doing is bigger than everything anybody else is doing. And when somebody talks about how you watch them struggle, all you can say is, Jesus. Jesus, like you hearing about it for the first time. You showed her by both your actions and your inactions that friend or no friend, she's on her own. And now she's teaching you that lesson. So what did we learn? To have a good friend, we must what? Be a good friend. That's right.
The way B. Simone's best friend had her exposing herself, and I don't even think she noticed what was happening. The friend is just letting her talk. She doesn't even realize how badly she is putting her foot in her mouth. But the best friend, she's not being defensive. She's not giving B. Simone a reason to be defensive. So she feels free to just talk. And the more she's talking, she just exposing the hell out of herself. Because you really gonna say, if you have any dreams or hopes or aspirations, you can't work with me. I only want people that want to build LLTA or whatever the hell. Don't go build your dreams. Help me build my dreams, and that's gonna make you a millionaire. You sound like corporate America. Beware of the people that say things like team and family. It's all a trap. They use those things at the job to make you feel like you're a part of something. But really, you're only there to build them. They don't give a damn about you. It has nothing to do with you.
Simone said, yeah, I wanted you to become a millionaire. I just didn't want you to become a millionaire without my name being attached to it and getting the credit for it. Basically, she wanted to have her friends, success under her belt and say, yeah, I made her a millionaire. I helped her become a millionaire. That's how some of y'all friends is in real life. Y'all might not be millionaire status, but some of your friends want to see you elevate and want to see you succeed, but they don't want to see you do it without needing their help, or they don't want to see it to the point where you exceed further than them. When people show you that, bro, you got to take heed to that. That ain't nothing that they just playing about. That's really who they are. And the more clips that come out about this whole podcast, and I'm going to go watch the whole thing with my wife, but like, I've been trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. Like, even when the girl was like, she was basically homeless and, didn't have no money, and she watched B. Simone give, other people money and help them, but didn't help her. I'm like, maybe, she just trying to see, if she can thug it out and how tough she gonna be. Like, maybe she just showing us some tough love. But then she said with the people that, apply to work for her, if they have any aspirations or dreams of becoming a CEO or their own boss, like, they need to let her know, because they don't need to be working on themselves or worrying about them. They need to be 100% devoted to her. I told my wife, I said, bro, I think the thoughts in her head, she's saying them out loud and she doesn't know that she's saying them out loud. Cause like, how did you rewatch this and let them edit it and like you were still like, but that just goes to show, like, that's really who she is. And that's really I don't know much about her, but scrolling through the comments on all the different videos, a lot of people are pretty much saying a lot of the same things about her. It's just crazy to me.
This B. Simone shit has been sitting on me ever since I've been reporting it on my main page. B. Simone is a one-sided best friend, which means that her achievements, her downfalls is the only thing that needs to be represented. The fact that you let your friend go homeless, you let your friend go broke, you let your friend sit out there and suffer, and you were helping other people, said you always wanted to keep your friend at the bottom of you, beneath your feet. When your friend was blessed with an opportunity to rise above everything, you had to get off the phone with her because something kicked you in your chest. That shit is called jealousy and envy. You wonder why you're not shopping at Bloomingdale's anymore, sweetheart. You're at H&M. And FYI, if you're shopping at H&M, you're not poor. You're middle class. Poor is at Goodwill. Poor is at the dumpster where people throw their clothes in and recycle. Poor is not being able to shop at all. You're not poor. You just your base. Telling people that you don't want to date nobody 9 to 5. Looking down on people. Putting all your energy into finding a man. Flirting with the baby. And then turn around and treating your best friend the way you treated her. Baby, no wonder karma is coming back and biting you in your ass. If y'all have a friend like B. Simone, please get out of Dodge. Because she will use you up. She will only want you to praise her. But when it's time for you to rise above every occasion, she's going to feel threatened. She's going to feel insecure. And she's going to turn around and make you feel bad for your blessings. That is never a friend. And it couldn't be me. Because after watching that podcast, I wish her best friend would leave her ass where she at. B. Simone is about to be working a 9 to 5 very soon. If she don't get her shit together.
I pray that a friendship like B. Simone and her best friend never finds me.
Amen.
Because in the same breath as your best friend telling you how she was down at her lowest, she was struggling, her car got repossessed, she had to get on food stamps, Medicaid, and all you could say was Jesus. But then turned around and said how you were upset and angry that your best friend was offered a great opportunity that you could not take the credit for. Then proceeds to say that you like to do stuff together. If you're doing something, you want to do it with your friends. You want to be the one to do it together. So where was the let's do this together when your best friend's car was getting repossessed? Where was the together when your best friend needed someone, but she never asked you? And for her to be on like this Christian journey and this spiritual journey, what happened to help thy neighbor? Your best friend watched you help other people when she was down and at her lowest the most. And as a best friend, if this is your best friend, it should have been signs that you could have saw. Not saying that she's obligated to her to give her money, but if you're helping other people and you just giving out checks, what was the problem with helping your best friend? I'm starting to feel like B. Simone wanted to see her friend at her lowest. Because how can you help other people, but you watch the closest person to you struggle?
So I saw the clip of B. Simone and her best friend sitting on the couch, and her best friend claiming that she had gotten an opportunity. She told B. Simone about it, and she wasn't happy for her. Oh, that's a B. Anyway. B. Simone then reiterated to her, like, oh no, like I'm not jealous. Like I actually want us to, work together. Like I just want us to build together. But it's like, why were you not excited from the get-go for your friend when she called and told you about the opportunity? It's giving she was about to get a bag and you were not a part of it. So that pissed you off. Like you can't take credit and be like, I'm the one who set you up with that thing. Like that's just so weird, And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm getting covert narcissist. Like based off of the clips that I'm seeing about this podcast, B. Simone gives covert narcissist. She's disguising it under Jesus. As somebody who has had firsthand with covert narcissist personality types, I can tell you that's what this is giving. So I don't know. I just hope that her friend is like waking up and seeing all the hot takes that everybody's giving about this friendship, because like be for real. Like why was she jealous? And I applaud B. Simone for being transparent. Not a lot of people could pick up the phone and like, yo, I don't know why I felt this when you just told me good news. I applaud her for that. Like that's amazing, like that transparency. But why was that the first emotion? Like why was it not, oh my God, yeah, like bitch. Like you win, I win. Even when we are not doing this business deal together. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just hope her friend wakes up and sees what we're all saying.
So I'm sure by now everybody has seen the B. Simone podcast with her best friend. And I was talking to my sister the other day because we were discussing to people in the comments talking about this is probably in regards to the best friend. This is probably her way of exposing B. Simone. And yeah, she just wanted a platform to like basically let B. Simone just expose herself. And I have something to say about that because I know that would be, we would love for that to be the case. We would love for that to be the case, that people are not actually allowing themselves to be treated that way. But there are some people that allow themselves to be treated that way. Okay? I used to be one of those people. Not necessarily in the same scenario. But there are people. And you are the perfect victims for people like B. Simone. There's a reason why you guys are attracted to each other. You're not... Here we go. Hold on. I'm finding it. You're not the better person because you're the tolerator. You know what I mean? You're not the better person because at the end of the day, when the relationship crumbles, the friendship crumbles, you can be the one to say, I was with her through this. I tolerated her doing this to me. I stood back when I watched her do that for me. You're not the better person when you let people walk all over you. There's something in you that needs work as well. I know when it's played out on the big screen, it's looking like, oh, here's the narcissist and here's a person they're doing dirty. No, honey, it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. Also, there were plenty of times that like B. Simone gave her best friend the platform to basically like give her critique, and every time she had the opportunity to do that, she had nothing to say. She was finding it. And she either made an excuse. B. Simone would say something and she would be like, oh, well, no, I don't think that you meant to do that, or something like that. You know what I mean? And it's like,
they're both gaslighting themselves.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, this person ain't just being abused. They're where they want to be. And so you have to ask yourself, why is that where I want to be? Why is it that these type of relationships are what feels safe to me? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm not going to keep yapping. That's my 2 cents. Now, with that being said, let me just also put this out there and say that just because it takes two to tango does not exempt either party from dealing with the consequences that come with doing people dirty. Okay. Not doing right by people. Period.
Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thoughts. So, for me personally, it's the first clip of being Simone. They're talking about how the friend had an opportunity and the friend called and being Simone was feeling some type of way. That is jealousy. Nobody's going to tell me anything. That is pure jealousy. And I've talked about jealousy a couple of times here on this channel, and it is a very toxic thing for you to have. Because for me personally, anybody, my friends, they know I will scream my voice out first for the opportunity, and the fact that Lord, I can't even be around people that are jealous of me or being jealous of anybody. And that comes from a place of when you are in competition with yourself and your friend or the people in your life. That's when that jealousy comes. But when you understand that everybody's on a different journey, everybody's on a different lane, and the way things will show up for people are different, you learn to appreciate people's wins and then celebrate your own win, no matter how little or small it is. But for be someone to have that mindset of have feelings of type of way because our friend got an opportunity, but the opportunity was not with her. That really speaks a lot about who she is as a person. And then also the other clip of her talking about how she wants, yeah, if you're with me, we're doing the team. It just gives like you are so focused on yourself. The people around you, your friends, your family should not have a life outside of you. And that is seriously a dangerous thing because in that way, people will not grow. People will not do, you're not allowing them to flourish, to go do other things that will help them grow. See, if you want to help somebody grow, you give them different opportunities, choices for them to pick on, not you making them not to try anything and make them just focus on just you, yourself alone. There are other things that should be done, and that's the type of conversation you should have with your friends, your family, rather than you trapping them to be with you to achieve your goal. Everybody have whatever goal there is, and that should be celebrated and that should be supported by the people you love. And if you claim this is your friend, you should have some type of love for her for you to want to support her. If you claim this is your family, you should have some type of love for them you want to support them. But the fact that your first thought is the fact that you are not allowed to pursue any other thing but just to focus on the goal, on what I want. That really speaks a lot of you, who you are. I remember when I just started YouTube. I started YouTube when I was still doing 9 to 5, and I will still say it. My boss at that time was one of the people that pushed me to start my YouTube channel, and it's still in my life to date. It's one of the most amazing. It's like a big brother to me now. But that is how you allow people to grow. Even though I was working for him, doing 9 to 5, even though he knows I was an access to his company, he still wanted me to grow, spread my wings, and flourish. And that was one thing I actually loved working for that company at that time, because as much as we're all doing it, he would tell you, he said, I know what I'm paying you guys is not enough, and I want the best for you guys. And he allowed us, yes, we do office work, we do what we need to do at the office, but he also allowed us to start our business. I started my business while I was still working with him. I started YouTube while I was still working with him. My colleague did the same thing, and that is how it should be. And this man is still in my life. Like, he's an amazing big brother to me. So when you don't understand how much growth, like I saw his kids grow up, the kids are like young girls now, and the friendship, the relationship that goes between, it's so beautiful. Like, we are family, and that is what it should be. You lift other people up. And then the jealous friend thing, guys, if you ever have any friend that you feel, because some of them are not bold as Bisomo to process their emotion, which I give it to Bisomo. She's able to process her emotion and connect to say, there was a bad feeling. I know that, like, I'm not supposed to be feeling that way. I'm supposed to be excited for myself. That's somebody that's trying to be very self-aware of herself and be very vocal about it. And that's a good thing. Like, that's a good thing. And I would say, like, initially, like growing up, as girls, they were usually raised us to be very catty with each other. But I clocked it a little earlier in my life, and then I started working on it personally. Where I'm like, why are you jealous of this person? Like, whatever that person owns does not affect what you're going to get or what is coming to you. So why? And that just really reshaped my mind. So when you see friends or you sense that they are jealous of you or anything, be very careful, because those type of people can sabotage you, what's coming for you and all that. So be very, very, very careful. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this. Be some more conversation down in the comment section. But as always, be respectful. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. Go on and share the video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see. And that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.